good morning, or evening, or night, wherever, whenever, whoever you are. Right now, I have a shirt design that I wanted to work on. I feel like normally for streams or recordings, I would sketch things out first. But I guess I'll be concepting right now. Although, you know what? Copy gallery. It's so bright. Copy and resize. Thousand. There we go. I wanted to have the same ratios. I'm thinking I like to do this one design with Coco where she's an angel holding a sword, kind of like a stone statue. I'm not sure about it. Maybe I have one painted on a jacket that's essentially just I can't remember if she's holding the sword up or down, but it's probably up. This isn't really proportional, but that can always be fixed later if I go with this one. Gosh, I really like the more dynamic one though. I'm thinking could bring the ear up, this one behind, and I have her eyes closed in the sketch, but for a shirt I probably want them open. The texture in her eyes makes the piece more dynamic. Though I'll be doing this in white. No, I would still put texture in her eyes. Okay. I'll have this leg kick up, this one go behind. And then, should I move this more into the body? Tilt? Perhaps. I'm gonna turn off the magnetics. Undo. And snapping. Maybe a little more. Maybe a little more. How far should I push you? Maybe here. I'm blending out the neck. I might have gone too far. Hold on. I'll copy that, undo, and then add piece. And then I get to keep both versions. Version 1 and version 2. With the version 2, oh, maybe I should bring her body back, you know, and then, hold on, paste. What if the rest of her was flung back while the front has the sword? Oh, but then the wings, that would look weird. Okay. It's a nice idea though. It's very dynamic. Very dynamic actually. It's very, very with a capital V. Is there any way to make that work? Tail wouldn't be visible. And neither would the rest of the body. So it would just look weird. Oh, that's a shame. Okay. Let me duplicate this before I start working on it. So her head is here. And her body is curving. Something is weird about this. Yeah, from that angle it would all be going back. So heads up, body's going back. So the legs would be going more like this, because they'd be foreshortened, because they'd be sent back. They won't be so straight like before. Okay, I'm just gonna leave her arms here for now. And then I need to sort out her wings. Maybe I ought to make her smaller. She takes up so much of the page, which normally is a good thing. But for this design, I want the wings to look absolutely massive. You know? Earth swallowing. Let's scooch you over. Maybe I can make this work. I don't want this to look unnaturally like it's in a border. Although I definitely would like one wing, this one that I'm working on right here, to look a little more scrunched up than the other. Well, I have her legs going back, but it just doesn't look right. Hold on, Coco. Oh, that one looks silly. Booty booty butt butt. but it is so cute. Oh, but it looks so cute. Oh. Let me think about it. Because it kind of just makes her look like she's gonna be like on all fours, you know, like an animal instead of an animal person. With the way that the spine is set. She kind of looks like, what's it called, TBH? The TBH creature? The autism creature. No, I think it's a weird curve. I'm on the fence against you, baby. Tell me what you need. No, that still doesn't look right. I suppose maybe I was just gonna do a basic shape, but I could make it a dress. I should make it a, I don't know. No, because that'll look weird. Okay, if I'll go about this one a little more freely. I'm having a hard time finding a shape that I like. What was my original? That was my original. And then there was this. And now we're here. I renamed this just so that I don't forget. But that's the one that I was on. E. And then I'll put this layer back on, shrink it down, down, down. Suppose I can take off that original layer. One of the reasons why I started doing this on a new canvas is that the previous canvas was sized for screen printing and all that, right? And so the trouble is that it's a very big canvas, so it wouldn't be able to handle this many layers. And I knew that in the sketching phase I'd probably be doing what I'm doing right now. So I was gonna have a sword in the design, Maybe I'll focus on that. Also, suppose that if I go stylistic with the sword, I can also get a little bit funky with the way that I draw Coco. I guess the legs are fine. Like, they look dynamic enough with the rest of it. Okay. I think this is good. So let's group that together. Duplicate, flatten, turn this off. Wait, hold on. Sorry, what just happened? Hi. Okay, that was off. Something happened here. I selected the wrong layer. That's what it was. Alright, let's move you up top. Duplicate. Turn you off. Flatten you. Lower the opacity and shrink a little bit because I want some room to get more creative. Not too much, just need some space to breathe. Turn you down, 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 down. And with this, I'm thinking I'll get into line weights, but I'm not sure. Yeah. Because that really is like half what makes or breaks these designs. Oh, let's turn that much more down. A lot of, I think the mistake that beginner digital artists tend to make is not turning down the opacity of the sketch enough, right? I usually keep mine somewhere between 8 and 12, but some people have it like all the way full, or they'll have it at like 60 or 30 or something. But the problem with that is it kind of confuses your brain, right? Because a lot of art, you're just looking at it with your eyes and then making adjustments in your head and then applying those adjustments to the paper. But when you have your opacity so high, or really any opacity at all, it changes the information that you're sort of intaking, right? So it becomes harder to judge whether or not you've put enough line weight when, you know, you're using line weight for light and shadow and the sketch is changing the light and shadow that you're getting from the page. Oh man, this does not look right. Also not right. could also, again, I could do eyes closed, but with Coco, I always want to do such like wide open eyes because she's so starey, you know? It's her thing. She stares, and she stares, and she stares, and she stares until the whole universe is swallowed up in her saucer eyes. Like a visual vortex. I think this side will be dark because it's going to hit up on that wing, but this side won't touch the wing at all. So I could either do full pink. By pink I mean white, because actually I'm not sure. Maybe I could have this printed in pink or light blue. I'd like light blue. Yeah, I could do it like this. Or I could do it in stripes. Although, to be honest with you, stripes would probably be best just for this side. For this. Because hold on. Let me think. Let me think with all the pink. Hold on. Doop, 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 doop. Ooh, ooh, ooh. I feel like the stripes could work. I just have to figure out how to execute it properly. Maybe I need more variation. Or maybe even I think I have an idea. I'll make it 3 out of 4 sections pink. What's going on here? What are you giving me? I see you. I have 2 layers on. No wonder you're giving me so much trouble. Okay. Making 3 out of the 4 sections full pink. And then the 1 section stripes. And then I can also get a little fun, maybe even a little bit curly here, my legs. edges will come together right there. Could have it connect, but I'd rather keep that line there to section it off. Question is, do I want an outer line for that? I think we'd be better without it, right? So the strategy when I do the actual lining would be to overextend the stripes and then take it away, like shave it off with the eraser. Okay. On the hilt of the sword, I could do some cool stuff. Like gems. I don't know. I'm gonna have to think about that. Whimsy has a sword. I could make the sword that sword. But I don't know if I want to have Coco hold Whimsy's sword. I don't know. Is that cool or is that bizarre? Well, that might be a little bit too much. Well, okay, we'll do the thing. Copy, undo, and paste. Alright. Maybe instead of focusing on the hilt, I should move on to the wings. The wings are going to be the trickiest part. I probably need to go gather references before I attempt them. And then after I do the wings, I can... Oh, you know what? I want to add cracks. So that it's really like she's a stone statue. Okay. Yeah, so there's that, and the giant wings. And then if there's space, maybe I'll add like... I feel like roses is too classic. Maybe trumpet flowers. Let me steal that color from you. Could add trumpet flowers all around here. And some bluebells. Definitely some bluebells. What are the white ones called? That one's going a little bit too straight up. Although, wait, that could be cool, having one straight and one so curly and dynamic. And then And some of them could be normal, and then others could be skull ones. I love doing skull flowers. Gosh. No, random spiral there would probably be confusing for the design. But maybe more flowers up there. Not sure. No, I do like it. But I'll have to save sorting out the flowers until after I do the wings. Trumpet, flowers, white, blue, bells. Some skulls. Anything else? Suppose one other strange idea could be putting a spider's web in this corner of the blade, but as I'm doing it, I have a feeling I'm not gonna like how it looks. I don't know. It could be cool, but I fear it might be overdoing it, right? I don't know. It's kind of cool. Guess I do like it. Shoot, I do like it. I'll think about that. Anyways, I think that that's about time. Good night. Sleep tight. Don't let the bed bugs bite. And if they do, bite them back even harder.